The UT campus was quiet now that final exams are over, but Tuesday at the AT&T Conference Center, Governor Greg Abbott gave a speech that sounded more like a lecture. The topic, economics, politics, and what business CEOs tell him.
There's been none of them who have asked me what is the ideological bent of what is being taught in our universities. How are our students being indoctrinated? They don't ask that because that is not applicable to what they are trying to achieve when they hire an employee.
Governor Abbott was at the annual conference of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. To those there, he issued this warning.
You have a leadership responsibility to ensure that there is no one on your campuses that are advocating for genocide or anti-Semitism. It is completely unacceptable in the state of Texas, period.
His warning is in reference to statements 3 Ivy League university presidents made last week during a congressional hearing. They were asked if pro-Palestinian protesters who called for the genocide of Jews violated codes of conduct.
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context.
If we have university leaders who are so hinged to ideological concepts where they are unable to say what is and what is not anti-Semitism, what is and what is not attempts at genocide, then we have educational institutions that have lost their way as it concerns what their mission is.
There's more fallout from that congressional hearing. Tuesday, Republican leaders on Capitol Hill called for more accountability.
This is a moral failure of Harvard's leadership and higher education leadership at the highest levels. And the only change they have made to their code of conduct, where they failed to condemn calls for genocide of the Jewish people, the only update to the code of conduct is to allow a plagiarist as the president of Harvard.
This controversy has cost donations and apparently future jobs for graduates. Fallout that the GOP-controlled Texas legislature earlier this year may have anticipated. With SB 17, lawmakers shut down diversity, equity, and inclusion programs at all public universities in Texas. Abbott did not specifically talk about that new law during his Tuesday speech, but he made it clear he wants educators to educate and not push social agendas.
Drifting from your core mission is not only exposing your universities to extraordinary condemnation like what some Ivy League schools have been subject to, you're causing us, if you do it, to drift away from what our real core mission is, and that's to keep America the #1 country in the world.